are all my friends, guys. These are the people I've worked for 6 years with on what I think is the best show that's ever been created. And the first guest, I'm sad to say, has been a monkey on my back. For 6 years. Yeah, that's the microphone actually. What the hell's going on here? Yeah, that's better. Ladies and gentlemen, my very good friend and little brother, Isaac Hempstead Wright. Come let's help! Owen!
I think initially, there was definite manipulation on Littlefinger's part, but as Sansa has grown and been, a prisoner by all of these master manipulators, especially Littlefinger, she's been silently absorbing and learning and adapting. And in my opinion, she's just as good at playing the game as he is at this point. Thanks, guys.
I don't think he's the vindictive type. I think if he was on the road, taking a long weekend somewhere, and in the opposite direction, he saw a lady in a red cape approaching, I think there's a good chance he'd whip out a Glock and pop a couple of caps in her ass. But I don't think he'd hunt her down. I don't think he'd do an area. I don't think he's got a list. But I definitely think he'd put her in a shallow grave somewhere if no one was going to find out. So that's just me.
Can you just quickly show us how you hold a Glock?
Yeah, I have a sideways man like in a hook.
I feel quite similarly to Jacob. I'm like, I want these guys to be happy and, just stay together. I think they've come through so much atrocity. So to see them laugh together and feel something for another person is so beautiful, and I've really enjoyed portraying that journey. And I hope we get to see it blossom more, and maybe there might be a happy ending for them. I daren't say it, just in case.
It's interesting that people say, how is him being at the Citadel going to affect his relationship with Gilly? Given the fact that they've grown so close over the years, but that was when Sam didn't have thousands and thousands of books as a distraction from his relationship. So I think that as time has gone on, Sam has worked out, as a lot of people work out in relationships, that your kind of sphere of interest shrinks. And you no longer want to be necessarily accepted by a wider world or even a wider community, because you know what's important. And important is being loved by 2 people rather than accepted by hundreds.
No, it's been so empty without your service.
Such a liar. Seriously.
Making me say this.
Brienne and Catelyn Stark was a moment where Brienne realised strength in another woman. I remember quite fervently that line, you have it to Catelyn Stark, you have strength. Not a man's strength, but a woman's strength. And I think it was that realisation that Brienne didn't have to force herself into a mould of masculinity. She didn't have to take the path of men before her in order to be taken seriously or to do good. That she could be propelled by her own intuitive sense of what was right in terms of a moral compass. And I think that there's something very beautiful about the way she's projected that into the future, that it doesn't matter if someone lives or dies, that goes into that person's daughters, and it is significant that they are her daughters, to return the Stark girls home. And in her own way, I think that Brienne feels that even if it's one small thing for one person or 2 people, that's going to perpetuate a sense of good, which maybe subconsciously creates a greater sense of equality And that's what I think is driving her. She's connecting to an idea that's greater than herself.
Something, whatever that sorcerer said, we saw him with the Red Priestess, it was one of the few times where he looked a bit, what? Because she was crazy. I think that's he survived so much, but that's the one thing we don't know what was said. And because of your experience with, words and hold the door and everything, I think, oh God, I'm going to be holding a door for someone. And that's what the sorcerer said. So that's the only thing I'm kind of, there's some mystery there that I still don't know what that's about, what was said.
Calm your nerves.
Beautiful.
That you shut me up. It was about to get really, really exciting. I was about to go into like
Medley.
Yeah, medley. That was just Edelweiss, wasn't it?
Thank you, Jim. There were one character that you wish hadn't been killed. Who would it be?
There's two people, obviously. One is someone who was a magnificent presence in the series, who happens to be hosting this panel. And also Captain Stark.
Carl Drogo.
I like Catelyn, and you.
Oh, you have to say that. Don't say that.
Okay, not you. Catelyn and no, you.
I'm still hurting about Ned. Still breaks my heart.
Takes a while to get over that one.
I also have a flame for Barristan Selmy. Oh, we're not for Barristan.
I just really loved working with Jack Gleeson so much that I have to say Joffrey. He was
so such a good husband. I have to say, my baby girl Shireen.
I am still heartbroken about Hodor. Like, I honestly just can't quite put it into words. But I just love your guys' whole thing. So I think my answer is Hodor.
Yeah, two answers again. First and foremost, the legitimate answer is Robb Stark. And the second answer is, if there's one character that I wish they hadn't killed, it'd be Jon Snow, just to save us having to talk about it every 5 minutes for a year.
Shame! Yeah, actually, some of the dialogue. I'll bring that home.
There's still that kind of sibling rivalry from back when they were very young, and they reunited, and there's still kind of that sexism that's just ingrained in the culture, where the men are the fighting figures and the women just kind of say nothing, when really Sansa is politically, especially to do with Battle of the Bastards, was very, she was very knowledgeable about how to deal with the situation, deal with the Boltons, and so it's about them finding that balance and finding that collaboration, but it's proving quite difficult. He's the military man, she's the politician, but I think they both need to realize that they need to stop fighting for ultimate power and just work together. Really, in order to win Brienne's heart, it's about a mutual respect. It isn't about any sort of overpowering or sexual advance. It has to be about a mutual respect that's born out of skill and a nobility about your ideas.
Correct. And people keep asking the question, how you have to top it. It shouldn't work like that. We shouldn't always have to make it bigger. You have to make it different and more interesting. So For other people to say, how are you going to make it bigger next year? Let's not worry about that. It's got to be beautiful, not just big. But for me, Battle of the Bastards is extraordinary television.
Sneak peek of what's coming.
Sorry, a couple ran off. All right, thanks everyone. You got it?
Ladies and gentlemen, let's let him hear it again. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we remind you to please make your way back to your seats. Do not stand in the aisleways. Once again,